As part of its preparations towards the 2020 general elections, the Convention People's Party CPP over the weekend held a delegates conference to elect party executives for the Greater Accra region. The event saw Mr. Opare Addo, a businessman, elected as the chairman for the region. Some of the delegates expressed the need for the party to support its executives and properly strategize towards grabbing power for the party and dropping the NDC and MPP who have woefully failed the people.
Anywhere or everywhere, because if you be going to your opponent to solicit funds, that means you are weakening your own self. But then we know we have big shots and some good-hearted people, some philanthropists within the system who are ready to help build Ghana. So if CPP will put a good proposal on the table, on their tables, I strongly believe this bill will come out and support that in whichever way they can. That's our plan, my first plan, and I'll put that on the table when we meet as a body. All organizations stand strongly on paying their monthly dues. In fact, we'll strengthen them. One problem is most of the CPP party people, they'll complain they don't have work or job to do. It is about time we create a platform and finding jobs for them. There are so many avenues where we can. There are so many platforms where we can connect. There are so many networks that we can also join, so we can have a way of getting jobs for our people. If they have good jobs doing, if they have even some meaningful things that they do to make a good living, then out of that they can pay their jobs. What if a member comes to you in the office and say, give me transport to go back home? How can such a person pay dues? So our plan and strategy is to make sure we go all out where and how we can organize and maybe create some meaningful jobs for the people or our people. By so doing, we can urge them to pay dues, and they will.
To this NDC, MPP, so many years have been in power. They cannot compare. Look at the factories he built, the jobs I've created for the youth. You realize that Ghanaians have to open their eyes. It's been a long time that these two parties have taken us for granted, and they are joking with our mindset. So the youth, I think if you believe in the vision, Kwame Nkrumah is having a vision for this country. But this present government and the previous government, they don't have any vision, especially for the youth. The party is sleeping. Even though we have members on board, they are sleeping because there's no anything that is showing that the party is in existence. So we need to bring out the banners, the t-shirts, the placards, go down to the grassroots, talk to them, organize them, mobilize them. Even Kwame Nkrumah was a campaign manager. He organized the veranda boys, going around house to house, organizing. So I think they shouldn't sit down when they get a post at the office, but they should go to the grassroots, talk to the people. Politics is about communicating to the people, your ideas, what you can do for the people. So I think we should also be going to the media. The media job must be done. So it's very necessary. There are a lot we can do so that we can be able to get more votes, amassing for votes, going to churches, going to mosques, going to the universities and all that. I think their job is great. So I think if they are able to look at the way that Kwame Nkrumah paved, I think they can do the job.
The newly elected chairman charged the party to take advantage of the failures of the NDC and MPP to come to power in the next election. He further admonished the party's rank and file to stop soliciting for funds from political opponents and find genuine means of raising funds for the party.
Challenges facing us, which I believe is not, we don't have effective communication among ourselves. There are constituency executives who don't even know when they have their meeting days. But if from the region, we can really impress upon them so that they can have very sharp communication relationship among themselves, bringing the branch and all these things in. We have only 9 executives, so we can bring in some of the executives from the branches, so we can expand the 9 members of the constituency to about 100 or 150. If you have 150 people sitting at a meeting any given time, I believe you will believe me that there will be a change in the constituency. And whatever it is that we'll start looking, as we are discussing among ourselves, we'll be looking for very credible citizens in the constituencies that we can easily poach and groom. We groom footballers to become stars. We can groom our own parliamentary candidates from now to the election time. I believe you me, Accra can boast of 1 or 2 or 3 members of parliament. If we in the region, if we are able to make ourselves effective tools, nobody's taking money from us, but they want to see our commitment. How often do we visit them? How do we relate with them? what type of rapport goes on with them. They can also go down to their branches, and I tell you, willingly, you saw what happened just after the closing of this thing. Instantly, within 10 minutes, we are able to raise over 300 Ghana cedis. So when we are able to sell ourselves well to our various constituencies, and the constituencies also visit this thing, you'll be surprised you'll be asking somebody for 2 cedis, but that person will give you 20 Ghana. So we can easily raise our funds. Meanwhile, I being a businessman too, we will introduce certain initiatives. Look, if you have a sachet water now with the name Forward Ever, every CPP activist would like to buy from that water. And when we start, if you see the foil on the ground, you pick it and look at it, oh, Forward Ever, this is for my party. We are coming out with initiatives. Every Ghanaian is a businessman. The churches are also doing businesses now. Everybody is doing business. So please, we take it out from there.